lots of editing that I have to do on that last video. Let's hope I do it. But it's probably well that I don't. I wanted to do some comedy about something. Let me just sit and relax a little bit. I get distracted by details that don't matter, you know. To be a channeler is difficult anymore. When you're coming into it, you're going to find that there's nothing but distraction towards your real purpose. If you people even listen to what you're bantering as far as your Christianity, Jesus did speak of your real life. Really, it's the life. And then she talks about thine eye. And it's curious, you know, to figure, well, there's only two types of people here, and what if it is there's just that there's two types of people, and what if it is that one of them has their eye open now? There is this passage from the eye to the heart that does not need to filter through the mind. And then there's two types of people. Then there's the other kind who has yet to become enlightened, who has yet to have that thing happen to their bodies. What is it? Mainly it's electrical. It's an electrical phenomena. We are electrical beings. We are being electrified right here, right now. There is something that you have no idea how this creation really is operating. We hear stories about it. If you are at all interested at the level of Scorpio. Now, where's your Scorpio, baby? That might come natural to some people. You see, we come here to remember, and when you start to do that, let me get back to how that you're going to find out that there's nothing but, they call it going down the rabbit hole. It's like, oh, you actually had something that you were onto, whether it be like your Tesla over there starts to go down the rabbit hole. I don't know if you realized that he was and did, but of course he spoke about it, personal interviews, more and more. His own mother was having to deal with his disappointment all around. Who would get the brunt of his disappointment in humanity? His mother. Dear mother, totally disappointed because a lot of these people aren't really up to par. They are doing money and they limit my resources, and we can only see. It's right to imagine and be a visionary of something that you know that can happen to the capacity of that is expanded, just not your idea, but what is possible for this particular information field, which is the truth. And they have, you've seen it, doing your Facebook or whatever, your memes, which, wow, are we going to get past all that yet? Shit, fuck. Whew, trashing time here, the delicacy of our lives, which is time. If we look at the memory, the emission, what we are to now just put this shit down. Did we learn anything at least? And are we going to be able to emit? See, that's what the word time is. I want to write it down for you. What the real word is. We're talking about reversed universe here, and time isn't a real word unless you really look at it. Now, it is a real word with a lot of stuff going on in it, but the real word is emit, okay, behind it. Because that's what is here, and we need to decorate the T's, because your T is exactly this. There. You are here. There. Here. There. One more time. Here. North, south, east, west. There. Sphere. Really, hemosphere. It's an interesting word there too, but I'm talking about your emission in reality as possible. Well, everyone is the truth. See, it's important to talk to the kids like on a level of like, you know what, they really don't get the gist of it, like to try and get it in order through words, is very important. They were never explained. What, as far as what God is, well, by the way, we can end the confusion now. It's the truth. Now, what's the truth? That is what's in reality. Well, where is reality? Reality is outer space. I go like this because it's like, now take this away. You don't have to have your hand limiting it. So you don't give the narcissist the impression that when you go like this, reality has gone. Although on the upper spectrum point of the level of humanity, of course it does. It disappears. See, that's the oldest game in the book that the purest human enlightened being knows when they get here. A little child, their favorite game to play is remembering how it really is. How it really is. The upper spectrum, see, we go like this, and now there's the lower where it's kind of looking like now I don't want to call it reversed, but it's very much, we can't see how it is up there that if there isn't a human occupation, now humane, what I mean as of celebrating the universal law, okay, celebrating universal law, universal law, okay. I tried to tell you on my last video what universe means, and I'm just too excited, right? I too excited here, and get a charge, you get a charge. Really, when I start fitting the keys for you, you're gonna wake up too. You're gonna be like, wait a minute, that's the truth though. You can't knock that. It's not a lie. That verse means to communicate. It's a form of communicating. It's communication. Calm. See, there's common. Now, if we reduce down the word common. See, I told you about time, right? Time. Well, don't mind the word me in there. Of course you're going to be in there. And of course the I is going to be in there, Huns. This I right here has to be lowercase because that's the only one in its divinity when you're handling the vowels. You make it the bright I. Okay? We all know what this is now, again, right? It's there. Here. Here is there. If you don't believe me, now let's look at it. Is there here? Yes. See, any kid can look at it and say, look, there's the there. Here is in there. Do you see? But what did you do, Shauna? Well, her. Her is involved and so is he. See, the thing about the R, babes, you need to realize what's up with that. It's called reverse. You need to know that now, this is something you need to know that people are working on for us. This has been held already. This is something that it's already known. Some people have picked up on the strangeness of our lowercase base waste language, which begins to slur words together, and it starts to, I mean, if you really had an ability to hear, you have no idea what you don't know what they're saying. And see, I tried to talk about it in my last video about reverse. Now, yes, no, what I have found with the interfacing system that is the English alphabet sent from benevolent beings, benevolent B, that live in outer space, what I have found is, sorry, I'm losing my train of thought, but I'm going to keep, see, this is where I'm going to just keep, if I'm able to channel this more, it's pointing at math that's here involving the human organism. And the stuff that I have found inside of the words. Okay, so getting back to our lesson today, kids, do you think that there, I mean, with the T, do you think here is there? When you're trying to be somewhere, is it over here and is it over there, or is it here that's there? When there is there here? Let's see. Whoops. Now time emit. That's all you're doing is you're emitting in the now, and you're creating memory. That's the illusion of time. That's all. Now, your emissions are important. For instance, it's surprising. We will see a change, though. I'm pretty sure it's only been hardly a year and a half that the craze, and it is a craze brought on by social engineering, psyops. It's the 20s, and you got to have your dog. And how many pieces of property do you own? And did you get your new car? And the jewelry that you need, and all the materialists that are chugging. It's really just a last gasp of let's try it again, and they call it a revolution. And I'm here to tell you, would you stop saying that? We know that you mean well, but I'm here to tell you, and I will keep doing it for the rest. By the time in 20 years, I know that I start trends, babe, and give me a chance with people, it's going to be terrible. They catch on and they start copying. And why? Because, well, it's not really me here. I don't corner the market on the truth. God, um, God, if it finds you're worthy, is going to corner the market on your ass. And I didn't just say that we're not going to do a tra-la-la on the crucifix over there once again. It might be on the freeway this time, stark naked with a whole bunch of other people saying, wow, really, people? Really? Really? You're all in a hurry to do, boy, this is looking pretty fucking bad. Still eating scabs out there? I was thinking about, somebody was roasting some meat in the air, and I don't hope they didn't eat that shit or even give it to their dogs. Just start eating your dog food. By the way, the joke's on you. Your dog food is a lot better for you, your dog now, if you just buy the farmer's dog. Who's the farmer's dog, Hans? Making your dog food? I'm sorry, I'm picking on this, but this is a real thing, and I'm seeing it more and more. And it's like, am I the only one that's noticing this and bothers? See, because you just can't pick on dog owner and a dog, and I'm not. I'm picking on that you see that the system has grabbed that up for you people. You don't know that. It's like, no, watch out, because see, they can't seem to get hold of cats and do a rigmarole on cats. Why not? But they do. They still do. Yeah, the more and more that they control breeds, right? And of course, the more and that's black and marketed to hell. I mean, we can see that how people breed and then they can't. Nobody who has $2,000 to $500. They all become. There's runts that come out of it. Some of them that have a different shape to them. That a narcissist says, "Oh, that's not looking good. Its jaw is poking out, or some fucking thing that they can't make it to the fucking the dog show." And I know what I'm talking about. And until they have bird shows and chicken shows, which they probably do now. Um, I'm not going to stop having chickens just yet. I'm just somebody who finds out what to do first. I'm an Aries rising, and it's like, oh, you haven't figured it out? Oh, come with me, babes. Here, let me backtrack a little bit. Look, this is kind of the way that you need to be in your mindset. See, a lot of people cannot do a mindset that's different than what the system is suggesting about everything. And that's about everything, babe. And it's like, you know what? After all, an Aries knows, none of my business. I have no stake in the matter about how you people hold yourselves back collectively. Fucking cool, but fucking don't include us in on it, because we're trying to save our nervous system and we're trying to fucking have fun here, and we definitely want to inspire the kids. We definitely want to be something that the kids go, now that's what I want to be. Which is, I'm already that, but I always knew it was possible. Around this, you're enshrouded as a kid. God, you feel just nothing but bad for them, man. And see, I'm the Aries rising, 6 degrees, who is the permanent baby. It's the big babies of of the first responders, by the way. It's your emotional life. It's your, it rules the head, right? It rules that. Are you head tripping, or is it really just a feeling that you're getting? It's like, hello, I'm here. Getting back to peekaboo, the game that babies love to play because they know damn well that if they weren't here, if the human aperture was not here, rendering up a scene electronically, none of it, including the universe, would be here. I said uni, honey. Universe means common sense. Where does the sense come from? Well, see. See means sense. Now let's get back to our lesson. We have there, it's a perfect place to put this too, you know. I don't want to say sense alone. You say scene, as in this. There's a scene around you. It's S. I might have already put this down, but I'm going to put it again. SCEN. See, sense, there's all the senses, which is spelled with an S with the N after the N. But no matter what, if it does or does not have a C there. Now, why did I put the C? Because there's the word science, and that's the real word. Sorry, but you see, there's the S there. So anyway, there's a reason why it's so close, and there's a reason why they put the S there. Anyway, you know, S can help slip things around, but I'm talking about the scene that's around you. All right, ignore the I there. Ignore this I. Because that's what science is based in. Science is based on the actual scene, the truth that's around you. But you know what? The word "see" is in there because it's hell of an impairment to be blind, right? But I'm not saying that they can't see in a different way. In fact, we don't know how that they really can see. Like, who was that famous? Pardon my ignorance. Famous blind woman who she ended up helping a lot of people just through the way she was able to convey some of her sensitivity. You know, this place here, your body is very limited. You know, you're in a very temporal situation where it's very limited. It's a trap. If you notice, you know, if you want to know where you really are, it's possible that you're residing in the heart of. See, you are here, there, and north, south, east, west. You just get a bearings of your own physical body, but see, within this very center, they say that that's the seat of the soul. Supposedly, now it could be the I that does that, but no, there's the Ridayam is where the guru resides. If anything, I know that for sure, that the guru is the heart. It's connected to all, which is reality, outer space, the final frontier. It's very electrical. See, there's misconstrue just being minds here that are hallucinating a separate thing happening, and it's very it's quite the condition that we find on the planet here. It's not a human condition because they call it the human condition. It's like, no, if you were well aware that there's two achievements here and one of them isn't human yet. Okay, so there is now when we say here, where do we mean? Do we mean there? No, I say the entire universe. Maybe Earth is exhibiting just, maybe this is an imprisonment of just pure non-human, and every once in a while a counselor comes to here. Hi, Jesus, was that you? Yeah, go on, tell them the story. Yeah, a counselor comes to here from outer space, supposedly, and it's just a mystery of what the hell they're talking about most of the time, and damn, their light is too bright and we don't really like them, and what, how dare you? And what if it was just a woman that says, universe, I have a unit. I have a unit. I have the thing that starts with a U down there is her uterus. you know, there's a lot of stuff we can talk about the you there. Um, you have to use your imagination after a while because I'm not going to do it all for you, and other people can't and shouldn't. And give me a break and watch out for the slathering, foaming, oceanic froth of minds just imagining a life to be. They see the problem with imagination, which is the main disease. It's called Imaginateurs disease. If there's too much imagination, in a way, it's kind of saying too much mind, which is the fully encapsulated mind. Again, your subject matter coming up as narcissism. Once again, we don't know what the word narcissism means. It means mind, too much of it. But see, really, what we're really looking at is whether or not that imagination is healthy or not. See, they come up with the term, a healthy mind. It's about your mental health. And it's like, no, it's about your imagination's health. Now, what constitutes a healthy imagination? I'm here to tell you and help the kids, and it's not me making it up. This is the way it is. It's the difference between the awareness that is trained into reality and not the mind. Now it's interacting, it's the truth and reality that they're engaging with, which begins to form an impression onto the mind and how things work and what can work. Now that's what forms a healthy imagination, to where now it starts expanding with a loop process that comes back and hits it more. And you can create, now if you can imagine, of course you can create somebody like Tesla, who unfortunately these people do suffer a lot because there's a world that instead it's looping in a process that creates something like a fucking villain or a narcissist that thinks that, oh no, you can't see any of this, and it never makes a connection. It's not getting a real charge from the truth. It's getting a feeling of security by obeying non-truths governed by what? Money. My last videos in this shirt with my amazing stature that I'm turning on from, I think, about the 20th on. Just listen to it and think for yourselves with me.